Hi, today I'm going to show you a little bit about the proper way to dice an onion. People are always asking me for a tear-free method to dice onions, and I will not tell you I have a tear-free method, but I will show you the most efficient method I found, which will minimize the amount of time you spend standing over those onions. Alright, so the first step in properly dicing an onion is going to be to locate both the root and the stem ends of the onion. Alright, we're going to start by trimming this root end as minimally as we can. We just want to remove that external bit of root. We want to retain that solid core piece. And then we're going to do the same thing on the stem end. We can go a little bit deeper, but again, very minimal and very little waste. Alright, when it's time to split the onion, I like to think about it like the globe. You're going to have both the north and the south pole, and I like to split it north to south from root to stem. All right, we do not want to split it across the equator. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and split this onion. So we're going to set it on a flat side, and we're going to go ahead and cut it directly from root to stem. Now to go ahead and peel the onion, it's very easy at this point. We're just going to go ahead and remove the outer brown papery layer, and then I will generally also remove this second layer underneath. It tends to be a little bit of a rubbery skin and gets in the way when you're trying to cut. Alright, so this is why we made such a minimal trimming on the root end. That's actually going to become the binding that holds this onion together for it while we make our cuts. Now you see these natural lines on the onion? That's going to actually show you the placement and the direction that you're going to make your next cuts. Alright, so we're going to start by making our cuts following all the way around the curvature of the onion. We're going to start by pointing the tip of our knife where we want to cut. We do not want to put the full blade through because we're going to end up cutting clear through the onion. We want to start with the tip, point, cut clean through the board to where we can separate those onions, but they're still bound together by that root end. Alright, what's good about this is it's not all falling apart on the board, which allows me to hold this with a safe grip. So I'm going to take and make a C shape right here, which allows me to keep that onion corralled as I'm making the cuts. And this still allows me to have that flat surface to put my knife up against and keep my fingertips out of danger. So now I'm just going to be cutting diagonal across from the first cuts, and you'll see the onion is falling apart into very nice even dices. Because of the layering of the onion itself and those initial cuts we made, there won't be any large pieces left over in the onion. Now, we got down to the end, it was getting a little too precarious to have it standing on end, so we laid it down. But there's still plenty of good usable product right here. So we're going to go ahead and just mince that right down to that bit of core, and none of this is going to be wasted aside from a very small bit of root.